Got
And
it.
and then like the third point why I was like super excited about Korea, considering like I'm a huge DeFi maxi, is like if I want to if anyone wants to learn how regulated DeFi will be done in the world, it should be like look at Korea right now. Like I think it's like one of the few developed countries where I see like former top government officials like leaving their powerful jobs to join crypto companies, like former like state security advisors or congressmen or those kind of positions, right? And
Mm,
when I talked to them, like they were actually also kind of they also kind of understood the pain points that DeFi would solve as well. And this is actually like a pretty welcoming move from the ecosystem over there.
got
However, I
it.
think one problem we need to solve in Korea is we I mean like I think like despite being on chain and everything, I still feel like Korea's ecosystem like super firewalled, and I don't know really what's going on there unless I'm on the ground or
Of
I know how
course,
to
yeah.
speak the
I think it's
language.
also like the
Yeah.
language barrier plus kind of like yeah, the hierarchy system there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like I guess the fourth point would be, I guess not too important, but maybe important to some people, is like a lot of the nightclubs there, like some of the fanciest ones there, they all have like some ownership from crypto VCs or crypto founders. And then some of the bouncers are also actually paid in staples. So I found that concept extremely amazing.
Yeah, I guess yeah, like Korea,
Yeah.
when they do it, they do it big. I heard like, like preschools and like, elementary kids like, trading crypto when it was like a boom there. So I'm not too surprised. I think there's a definitely a ton of movement in terms of the Korean, yeah, I guess like the Korean side of the retail side of Korea. And what about Aptos? I mean, like
Sure.
Aptos just went crazy there, right? Like this
Yeah,
whole
that
run
was
was
like
basically fed by Korean money. And like, I was joking about, how Koreans are fucked for, buying an apartment because like the interest rates are too high and, they're opting to, buy the same acronym, which is like APT, which is actually like Koreans, I realize like Koreans call it apartment. Like Koreans call Aptos apartment. And it's like a real thing where people are like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna buy this and this is eventually gonna turn into an apartment, right? So I found that concept hilarious as well as like, kind of like a little bit dark in terms of like what Koreans are going through. But yeah, I wanted to get your, like ground take on like what that atmosphere was like and what you kind of saw for Aptos in Korea.
sure thing. So I surprisingly, a lot of people flew in from outside of Korea to this hackathon as well. So this was like their first ever hackathon. Like I think more than
Mm.
30% of the registrants kind of flew in, and then met a lot of Korean devs, like a lot of the founding, or rather the engineers from the founding team of Kakao Talk or even Kakao in general, kind of actually doing some DeFi stuff on Aptos. So I was really excited to see that, and yeah, I just like it was like nothing fancy like some of the big conferences like Token 2049 or ETH where it was just like pretty nerdy. Like you just sit around and talk to developers, and yeah, that's it. Like, and I was pretty excited. Like there was a bit of language barrier that actually made it pretty challenging and hence fun.
Yeah, yeah, I think Korea is
Yeah.
definitely one of those places that you gotta speak the language to really go in depth. By the way,
But
guys,
yeah,
if
yeah.
sorry, just to kind of like give a quick announcement. If you guys do want to come on, please request to speak. Would love to kind of hear more from people on things that are going on in the space and things that you might want to ask Sharvin here. So yeah, don't be shy. If you have something to say, please come on the mic and then I'll approve you. Hopefully you're not a fucking troll like last time that just screams into a mic once you come on, but I'll take that chance. Anyways, sure, sorry, Sharvin. Yeah,